All right. Well, welcome everyone. This is Christy Vogelsberg in Kansas City, and I am so excited to have you all on here with us this evening. We are coming together just as a group of people who are loving life. We are living out our healthy living revolution and mission. This is something newer that we have started, though. I feel so blessed that over the course of each week, I get to hear so many different stories that just fill me up. I have lots and lots of conversations with people each week and many connection calls with those as well. But what I found is I want to bring this on. I want to be able to have you guys be blessed with all of this wonderful energy and excitement and just healthy living that we are able to come together as a community and share with others. So this is something new that we'll be doing here in more of a, say, an informal, formal setting. But we're going to be doing these on Sunday nights. Starting this next week, we'll do them at 7 Central on Sunday nights. So we encourage you to come on and maybe just get a little lift for as you start the week, have some new excitement, some things to share, and then we encourage you to plug in general to our healthy living communities. Each month we may be working on those that are working on our Shred 10, so looking at our clean eating jump starts. Others within our community, they are doing amazing things with our tower gardens, which are our aeroponic gardening systems. I know tomorrow night I'm going to be speaking here at our local community center to a number of teachers and special needs resource teachers that are coming together to learn more about how we can use our tower gardens as part of horticulture therapy, science programs, etc. here within our area in Kansas City. And again, we have that going on all across the country. So it doesn't matter what city, state, town, where you are calling in here from, anything that we are sharing, there's a little bit of a lot of different things like this that are going on all over the place. And again, if there isn't anything right like that in your community, we would love to partner with you and help you reach more people in your area with our missions of health and wellness. And so tonight, though, what I'd like to start out with, I will have, let's see, Betty, I am going to unmute you, and I would love to have you come on here with us first. Betty was down. We've met over Zoom, but this was our first time to actually meet in person. She lives out in Somerset, Kentucky, and drove down, and I flew down to Nashville with Julie and her husband Terry and Angie on our team, were those that were part of really a next gen weekend conference. So looking at passing the torch and embracing our next generation of folks who are inspiring healthy living here all around us. But Betty, are you there that you can pop on here with us? Can you hear me?
Yes. Lonnie is trying to get on, but she's having a little difficulty.
Yes. Okay. I see her name. I see her on, so maybe she can hear us. Sometimes folks might be muted out, or if their computer isn't activated.
Okay.
We can maybe see if she's on or not.
She had just texted me. That's why I was like, yes.
Yes. Where'd she go?
And I'll try to see if I can talk her through it. So.
Yes. No, that is perfect.
Through it.
I love it. Well, and Betty, share with us a little bit. I know this was your first kind of bigger exposure to our Juice Plus community. What was maybe one takeaway of how you were changed? What changed for you on the drive down to Nashville to the drive home? I know you brought a friend, brought Flonnie with you here this weekend, but share a little bit with us of how that was for you.
I think, Christy, I just came with an open mind and an open heart. I thought, all right, Lord, I'm going. I didn't know what to expect. So I didn't have expectations other than just to be open. And it was just such a positive experience, meeting wonderful people. I felt very welcome and at ease, and just really got a bigger picture of where things are at with Juice Plus, because I did come in a little bit, skeptical, I guess. I don't know. I just came in slowly, I suppose.
Yes.
And so as I learned more, and I learned a lot this weekend, it was just very positive and very encouraging. And the talk home between Flonnie and I just flew. I mean, we just talked, and it's very positive and good. And one of Flonnie's comments, she might want to share this herself with you, but was that the next day, she made the comment that everything was so positive. She said, I just feel different today.
Yes.
And that's really what it is about, healthy living and living life together and encouraging one another and really having hopes and dreams too. And knowing that, I think I told you, Christy, my dreams are way too small, so I'm going to work on that.
And that definitely comes out of these fun weekends like this.
Yeah.
And we have different workshops or things around the country, but it really is a way to build us up in our health. For those that are sharing Juice Plus, build them up. But then also, again, just that community piece, though. Well, and would you care to share with the group here tonight of what maybe that next step is? What is that next goal that you have that kind of came out of this weekend of maybe having a bigger vision? What can we look for and cheer Betty on with here as a team?
I think one of the goals, we had one of the exercises we did, and it said to write down like a short goal for the end of this month. And so I wrote down really a goal of how many people that I would like to reach out and sign on. And I'm totally clueless, like, I don't know surely how that's going to happen.
Yes.
But I support the product enough that I just present it to people. I want people to live healthy as they can and support them in that. So it was I just really more free to share that as I go along.
That is awesome. And I know we have several new faces and friends that are on here. So the last thing I would love for you to share, Betty, is tell a little bit about just bullets of what your background is. Because I know there's several that I think that are on here tonight too that are in common with you. So tell a little of your background first.
I'm a physical therapist assistant, and I've been that almost 20 years. It'll be 20 years in March, coming up March. I'm a fitness instructor over 20 years, and I'm a certified health coach going on 3 years.
That's awesome.
So my interest has been there. I want to keep moving forward in that. And I really felt like I was getting a little stagnant. Like, where do I go? So it's nice to be around positive people and energy that just has the same vision.
That's awesome.
To really shape and share with family and community and friends. So
absolutely. Well, I have one last question because I know we do have a couple other, I think maybe other trainers even on here. Now, my understanding is that in all these years of training and of fitness coaching, you have not ever really recommended or aligned yourself with a product. Was that correct?
You are correct. Yes.
Okay. So the inquiring minds want to know, why Juice Plus?
Well, I had a friend ask me that, a very dear close friend. It was just kind of like, why now? I mean, I was just, why now?
Why now? Why this? Yes, exactly.
I really promote whole foods and just really good, healthy eating more so than I do products.
Yes.
So running across a product that is whole foods, it's vegetables, it's fruit. I mean, it's good for you. And even the protein powder, it doesn't have extra additives, creatine, things that you couldn't recommend to anybody.
Right.
So to run across that, to come across that and be able to use that as a tool with others is just exciting for me and a good thing. But I did go cautiously into it, as you know, Christy. I called you a lot of times asking a lot of questions. So
that's what we love, and definitely any of the leaders on the phone. It's like the more we hear from you, the happier we are. We love it.
You tell me.
Yes,
so I appreciate it.
We know you're sharing. So
yes,
absolutely. Well, that is wonderful, and you have embraced the Shred 10. Correct?
Oh, absolutely. I love that
as well.
It's very doable for people. And it's not extreme one way or the other. It's just a nice, healthy jump start
for folks.
And I've had some really positive results with the Shred 10.
With that. And
at all age levels. My oldest being 69 years old.
That is awesome. And give us just a couple little nuggets of what are some feedback that you're getting with the Shred 10? Again, that's our clean eating jumpstart that has a little bit more structure guidelines of we avoid those inflammatory foods and we just really flood our body with good activities, more water, more exercise, more plants. What are a couple little nuggets that you've reported back?
I'll give you two that stand out the most.
Yes.
One is it's really easy.
Yes.
So that's kind of nice to hear that when you struggle, when you're coming off caffeine or sugar, the gluten. They think it's, well, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was. And the second one's the bloating.
Yes.
Women saying, I'm just not bloated, and you just see the more flatter stomach. I mean, I see that at all age levels. So, I mean, those are the two main things that I hear the most. Although they do lose some weight too.
With it. If they need to, that's a desired thing. It has a nice, just a cleansing effect and all around healthier glow. So that is awesome. Well, thank you, Betty, so much for coming on here tonight.
My pleasure.
I really appreciate and just look forward to our time that we have together and just an asset that you are to our communities. So thank you, dear. I appreciate that. Absolutely. Okay, Miss Angie Horn. Let me unmute you. Let's see there she is. Such a pretty lady. You looked so dang cute this weekend too. I do have to say you were like little spunky mama. I loved it. Spunky Nana. You do, yes, absolutely. We got to keep in track with Viv here and her cavorting around the Mexican Riviera or something. No. That's right. Well, Angie was with us out in Nashville here as well this weekend. And Angie has a great story in that not just coming in the door really from Juice Plus, but the impact, oh my gosh, the impact this girl is having on families and on kids. Tell us, Angie, a little bit about what you do, what you've created down in your little neck of the woods in Arkansas. Girl, go ahead.
Okay, first let me plug for Next Gen. If any of you ever have a chance to go to Next Gen, it is like Branson to the third power.
Yes.
It's just cuckoo. Little doable bites, but just, oh my gosh, it was beautiful. That what has happened out here in Arkansas and in my world is I had a little God breeze and had this desire in my heart to start a Forrest and Farm School. And I was working in the corporate world, and I was traveling coast to coast about 33 trips a year. And I liked it. I love people, and I love traveling, but I started having grandbabies. So my heart changed, and I wanted to be at home. So we started a little Forrest and Farm School. So we have children that come out, and they come year-round and live on our farm with us during the day while their mommies work or while their mommies stay home or whatever their mommies are doing. And they stay with us, and they cruise around 180 acres and learn about what grows here wild, and then what we brought in on the domestic side. So they help lambs be born, and they plant food, and they spin wool from rabbits, and just really learn to take care of themselves and each other and our animals and our world.
That is awesome. And I understand that you have some towers maybe out there as well.
That's part of our growing experience here, because in Arkansas we did have quite a long growing experience, but growing season, but in the off season we grow with tower gardens. So we have the aeroponic garden inside with the grow lights. So our babies grow food year round. So they're learning to grow it in the soil, and they're seeing the difference in growing food in this tower, the difference in the taste and how quick it grows, as opposed to growing it in the soil that's somewhat depleted. So yes, they just planted it again today outside. Our summer camp planted it. So
that is awesome. I love that. And if you would also share with us a little bit, I know something else that God has kind of been placing on your heart of another direction, and kind of a big win really that happened with your Juice Plus business that is getting you to be able to go to that next step. Can you share a little about that so we can be praying for you guys about that?
Yeah, we need lots of prayers because it's another God breathe. So I know He has it, and He has it in His perfect timing and plan. But what ended up happening is we just barely got the doors open in the school, and I met Georgiana and Julie Mahajer, and they had learned about the farm school in Little Rock Family Magazine. So they came out and shared their story and got me all fired up, and I wanted on board, but I couldn't even wrap my mind around that possibility because I was still trying to launch the school until I remembered the energy that they talked about, and I started needing it about 18 months in. And also my husband got really sick with cancer, and we needed to juice, and they had the solution. So about the time I was going to call them back, they had loved on me 18 months, Georgiana called. So I got all this stuff going, but I made a plan because what happened when I started the product is I felt so good, and it made such a difference in our health that people began to notice and wanted the food, and I just kept selling it to them. And then the babies at my school, there's always something going on. They can't poop, or something's going on with allergies, or mom has a migraine. So I started getting paychecks from Juice Plus. And I called Georgia and I said, am I getting money? And she said, yeah, you're getting money for sure. So I got really excited because then I could see that back when I was about 12, I wanted an orphanage. And I know they're not called orphanages now, but that's exactly where my heart has been. And I really wanted it when I built the school. But so the next step is we have a coach here, a lot of us do, that are in the Juice Plus company, and he asked me what I wanted to do, and I told him I wanted to get the school up to a point where it could run itself without me, so I could sell Juice Plus full-time and fund this orphanage. So this April, I was able to step away from the school and start the Juice Plus business full-time, and it's already a pretty raging business with me because I have a group of people that are depending on me to tell them about how to take care of these babies and their own health. They look at us as professionals in this business. And so now my next step up is this little orphanage, and how the vision flows out of my brain is that I'll just buy a house at a time in a subdivision. So these children will not truly live in an institution, but we'll find families that want to help kids and move them into these houses that are paid for because of Juice Plus. And they will just live there without rent or utilities or food expenses, and take care of these kids. They'll be at the farm during the day, so these families can still work or go to school or what they want to do, but integrate in, and these kids will be neighbor kids. They won't be orphans, or they'll have families. So that's my heart and my goal, and that's what's happening next. And I fully plan to be able to buy a house by December 2017 to start the first one.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You're giving me chills. I love it. Angie, that is so cool. And definitely we will be following along, and then obviously just any way that we can continue to support and pray for. And you might let us know as some housewarming gifts. Maybe we can be working on that here before December, maybe a little team project even. I love it. So
I'll probably need things, but it is really birthed from God. I always said I wasn't creative. I was a copycat. And I will promise you, I had this affirmation in 2010 that said, I'm creative. Creativity flows freely through me. And I thought, not me, but I grabbed it and started saying it, and the school was birthed. And now this plan to take care of these children. There's 14,000 in Arkansas that are homeless, and they're on art, and they're going to have a place to live because of great company.
Yep. And because you said yes, and that you are pushing that vision out bigger, just bigger and bigger and bigger, and then letting that fill up. So, well, you fill us up, Angie Horn. I love you, and thank you so much for what you're doing in this world. And we are excited to partner with you in a big way on this.
Well, I love this family, this Juice Plus family. It encourages and brings out the best in me. And now the kids won't just have shelter, but they're going to have whole food. And that really excites me. They get it free if these families take it. And of course, they're going to have to take it.
Right.
They have to do permission.
Yes, then they can sponsor through the Children's Health Studies. So even better. Thank you, Angie. Thank you so much. Okay, well, let's see if I'm trying to see. I think I got a text from Kimberly. Kimberly, were you? I know she was on her phone on her way home from work, but I'm not sure if she could get on or not. I'm not sure if she's the Samsung here. Kimberly, is that you? No, that may have been someone else. Okay. Kimberly, are you on? Okay, I don't think she's able to join us. We'll have to save her for next time. Okay, so I'm going to spontaneously do. Anna, would you like to come on here? I'm so glad you were able to be on. I knew you were training here this evening.
Oh, yeah. I was rushing to get here.
I know you were. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I know we are right in the middle, almost ready to finish up our Shred 10 here for the month of July. And you have had some just amazing things happen within your world and with clients. Anna is a mama to 4 beautiful kiddos here now, and also does personal training as well. So I would love, as well as her many other gifts and talents across the board here, that can you share with us just anything on your heart? Or I know you had some great feedback recently from those that you've been loving on with the Shred. So lay it on us.
Well, kind of similar to what, who's the first gal that was talking?
Betty Tucker.
That's right.
Yes.
What Betty was saying is I have been a trainer for almost 20 years, not quite, but going on 18 years here now. And I never did endorse a product until Juice Plus for the same reason, because it's whole food, it's nothing added, so anybody can take it no matter what their situation is. So anyway, so when I've just fallen in love with this Shred because it really just promotes balance and healthy eating and, just clean eating, which has been amazing. And I was working with and getting in contact with a friend from high school who has struggled with her health for a long time. And I've reached out to her before, just continually just saying, what can I do to help? Is there anything that I can do to help? I would love to talk to you about what I, have in Juice Plus. And so finally she said yes. This was about 2 weeks ago. And so I said, okay, let's get together. So we got together on a Tuesday morning, I think it was, early, and we spent about an hour together, and she just poured her heart out to me, and I just said, let's do this. And so got her on her capsules and her daughter on the children's health study, and I had her try the shakes. She just is not a shake person. She's like, I can't. I will try later on, but right now I just can't. But can I still do the Shred without the shakes? And I said, well, of course, you don't have to. We'll make it work for you. And so she said, okay, I'll do, food, but I just can't do the shakes. I'm like, okay, that's fine. So we just adapted for her. And I got a text or a message from her, or I guess she posted on Facebook, actually. She posted on Facebook and tagged me on it and called me and said, hey, I put something on Facebook. I want you to read it. And so do you mind if I read that and share that now, or is that okay?
Oh, yes, please. Please go right ahead.
Let me go ahead and share this, because it was just, it definitely made me tear up and, get pretty emotional. So,
yes.
All right, here she starts. She goes, people are probably going to read this post and think that my Facebook has been hacked. And reading it, I feel the same way in a good way. If you have known me for a month, a day, a month, or 35 years, the first thing that is apparent about me is how much I love being a mama and my babies. The problem was that I haven't been nutritionally feeding my body in such a way that would sustain me and keep me healthy to continue to be a mama for another 70 years. I spent so much time crying and in a rut until one of my lifelong friends did the simplest thing, but was very major for me. She asked, what can I do to help? The rest is history. Well, 9 days of history. In these 9 days, with her unwavering guidance, I am winning the battle and have the confidence that I need to become the healthy person I know I should be. I'm on day 3 of the Shred, but walking a mile per day, doing yoga, eating real food, no shakes for me, popping my quote-unquote supplements, and enjoying a balance. Thank you, Anna, for giving me life back in these deflated sales. So it was just so inspiring to hear her say that. She also has MS and has struggled, and so I know through what I've learned through the education and through what stories and just everything we know about what Juice Plus will do, it's going to change her life in such an amazing way. And to be a part of that, just boosts me beyond belief.
Yes.
Like that is just what I love to do, is help these friends and family and anybody else that I can come in contact with to inspire them for healthy living and to be a mama for another 70 years. So.
Right. Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, Anna. And you definitely, I know you have just from even years ago when we would do workout Wednesdays, and she would lead moms and babies in their strollers through workouts and yoga by the lake and park and all those fun things. So she definitely has been an inspiration for us. And we had met, I think I had done a mom's group, like a MOPS type of thing talk. That was years ago, wasn't it?
Like probably almost 10 years ago.
Almost 10 years ago. Yes. So that's the other thing. You guys can see she was worth the wait here, right? She is an awesome, awesome lady and just has been inspiring healthy living with so many people, but has been a customer, but time-wise, and she's been sharing Juice Plus now for several years, but as far as really becoming more engaged or coming to a bigger event, came to Branson. I try to think of how many years I had invited you twice a year to Branson.
Wonderful. Do it, people.
Yes. So she just kept having babies and surgeries and just, life happening. And can you, I don't know if you feel comfortable in sharing this, but we'll close with this here tonight. But I know you had shared just a tiny little bit at one point about what may be in store for you guys down the road in terms of a bigger vision for your family. If you'd care to share that, we'd love to hear.
So I think my heart has always been, I'm kind of a country girl in a city, and grew up in a city, but for some reason just have always had this draw to the country. My folks live in Oklahoma, live on acreage, have horses. And so we've enjoyed having the country life by going to see them and visiting with them. And I think this was about a year ago, my daughter we were sitting on the fence when we were talking on the fence there. And she just said to me, she said, I feel like I'm at home when I'm in the country, and with the animals and the horses and everything. And so, that just gets a mama's heart kind of turning a little bit there. And, just I think bigger vision is that we do want the property in the country, and that we really do have that vision of, hopefully moving there, I don't know when, timeline and all of that, but I know that Juice Plus business will help propel us in that direction. So that's kind of my bigger vision right now, is to get us there. Hopefully maybe a shorter time than longer time.
I love it. And I know Anna's going to be participating in our Fast Track to Sales Coordinator group here coming up for this fall. So yes. And if you've ever been to Anna's, when you walk in, it's like you guys are busting at the seams between the rabbits and the dogs and the 4 kids. So I'm like, we need to get you this land. Angie can help us visioneer with some of this on Forrest and Farm, and Sarah too. Sarah moved out to the country now, so we've got a lot of people that are realizing their dreams in that aspect. And we love as a company that we can do well as individuals while we are doing good and while we are inspiring people to be healthy. And if I have to, if we choose to work and choose to do something, I know for me personally, it's so much rather, I'm so, so grateful that I said yes to this product, this mission almost 20 years ago now, was a physician assistant working on the sick care side in family practice, and just so grateful for what this has done for our health, and that I get to enjoy, the things that we're able to do and places we're able to go as a family and do that by helping other people get healthy. I mean, I just can't imagine a better reward. I would so much rather get paid to help people stay well than get paid on people's sickness. So amen, sisters. All right. Well, I love you guys. I'm just, again, so grateful for all of your stories, and we will be moving to Sunday nights. So if you want to take note or would care to join us, it'll be this same number again. We'll start this coming Sunday evening. It'll be at 7 Central. So we're going to bump it up an hour here though, but 7 o'clock Central, 8 Eastern, 5 Arizona time for Kimberly. And I know we're right at our our time here, our half hour this evening. So Kimberly, if you're available, I would love next Sunday, you and I can chat. And I know she has some great things to share. She's a physical therapist and is also now a health coach and trainer, and just really doing some amazing things out in the Arizona area. So, and has had some really fun shred stories. So we'll be bringing some of those on our next installment. But thank you all so much again for being on with us tonight. And again, talk with the person who invited you if you are wanting to learn more about Juice Plus or any of our product education. So many webinars, so many great speakers that we have around the country here, whether it's with Juice Plus or the Towers, or to learn a little bit more about our revolution and our mission and why we are on a mission, what we are excited and cheering about to help spread just the love of health and happiness for those all across the country and around the globe here. So with that, I will stop our recording and we'll let